That's where I have the ticking noise, and did a lot of research on it. I even went to the dealership and they said, yeah dude, your valve lifters are going out. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to do an oil flush and then a full synthetic oil change, and hopefully that takes care of the noise. Otherwise I got to get new valves and springs. So what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to put in the oil flush fluid. Took off the oil cap. Now this is Motor Flush by Motor Medic. Sorry, got it at AutoZone for $4.72. Tax is like $5 total, I guess. You basically just put it in there for 5 minutes. Pour it in there, and then you let it run for 5 minutes. I'm gonna do it for about 7 minutes just to make sure that it's really getting in there and doing its job. And then after that, you just do your regular oil change. What I do have is I'm actually using Mobil 1 10W30 on my Nissan 350Z. It's already over 100,000 miles at 115,000, and it's getting a little bit hotter as well. So 10W30. This is my first time doing it with 10W30. I usually use 5W30, and I try to do full synthetic. I also have the filter from Mobil 1. I'm using the M1-110. Which is a little bit bigger than the M1-108. Both of them are the exact same thing. They work fine. It's just 110 is a little bit bigger. Other than that, that's really it. Nothing else is the difference. Same thread, same plug-in and all that stuff. So if you're worried about it, trust me, it's the same thing. You can also look it up if you don't trust me. Right, so I'm putting it in really right now, making sure that all of it goes in slowly, nicely. I really need to get a mic for this camera. I'm using the 4K dual action camera. Just like an off-brand from GoPro. As you can see, it's pretty good quality. I got my engine bay pretty clean. And that's it. I got everything in there. Alright, now once you put that in, you're just going to run the car for 5 minutes. Like I said, I'm going to do it for about 6 to 7 minutes just to make sure that everything is good and it's really cleaned out nicely. So I've got the car running right now. Like I said, it's going to be 5 to 6 minutes. I'm going to do about 7 minutes just to make sure. I've already got the time marked and everything. And then we'll drain everything and go from there. So right now it's 12:50. Just get it at 12:57. Looks pretty good. You can hear that ticking noise, which is kind of freaking annoying. Really quick, if you can hear me nicely, I know I don't have a mic on my camera yet, but when you guys put this oil flush in your engine, you want to make sure that you don't rev it. You just want to leave it alone, turn the car on, let it run for the 5 to 7 minutes that you want to do it. But again, just don't rev your engine, don't drive it, leave it, parked. You want to do it somewhere it's garaged and out of the sun. That way the car can really be more efficient. Just want to let you guys know, just in case you guys might ask. All right. Okay, so I've let the car run for 7 minutes now. The clicking noise kind of went down a little bit. I noticed it. Again, that's from the valve lifters, from all the forums and videos that I've seen. Now, when you do the oil flush, you just want to make sure that, again, you're not revving your car, you have it in a garage, it's properly ventilated and all that. What the hell is that? And then, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack my car up, and then I will go ahead and do the oil change. And remember, always wear your gloves. Get a little messy. That's why you wear gloves, y'all. Square it out more than I thought. So you can see my oil is actually really black. That's Mobil 1, that's on 3,000 miles. But again, that Mobil, that Medic oil flush, that did the job. Look at all that. Damn, it's coming out pretty fast. So I just got done cleaning it a little bit. There was a little bit of gum and some dirt and all that around the filter area. So I'm just cleaning that really nicely. All filter is pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and put the new one on there. And again, this is the, I don't know if you can see it, that's the M1-110. It's slightly bigger. I think the 108, that's like right there. So bigger filter, I guess that just means better performance. So I got that on there. Make sure I have that. These things are fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I used to have the one where it's like a metal base, rope, something like that, and it just goes around and you just tighten it. But the one that you use your wrench for is actually a lot better in my opinion, to be honest. I just wanted to show y'all something real quick. So I have my little wrench tool for my filter over here, and because it was so oily and it was kind of just slipping as I turn it, right? So what you guys want to do, if you can, you know, if it's kind of getting hard for you, I actually put a strip of black tape. You can see it right there, and that just gives it better, it gives it better grip. It's a lot better. Really, I think any tape around you will work. I know duct tape, I don't think it will, because duct tape has that kind of top layer on the outside, the non-sticky part where it's kind of like glossy or slippery, I guess. But use electrical tape, it's a lot easier, gives it a lot more grip, and I was able to get it to where this filter needs to be tightened enough. And now remember, you don't want to tighten it too much, otherwise it'll be a bitch to get it out once it gets used to it and starts collecting on it. Alright, cool. Alright, second to last step before adding the oil, you want to make sure that all your bolts are tightened, that your filter is on there and pretty tight, but not too tight to where you won't be able to get it off next time, but tight enough that of course it doesn't have any leaks. Common sense. If you want, while you're down here, always make sure you just clean up around the filter, around the oil pan. Other than that, you're good, you're ready. You can drop your car and you can finally add some oil. Or actually no, not drive yet. Let the car go. Sit down and, you know, run for like 5 minutes, let it do its thing, let the oil go through and all that, and then hopefully we fix my valve lifter noise as well. Pray to God, otherwise I'm gonna get some loop for it. Alright, so now we're gonna add advanced oil, full synthetic. Did our oil, our drain. Now we're just gonna see. I do buy the 5 quart, and I usually get another quart of the exact same oil. And this time I'll put about half, because again, Nissan 350Zs, 370s, 350Zs, they do drink a shitload of oil, and their oil consumption is ridiculous. But I'm only going to put half. I can save the other half for next time. Just a little bit. That's it. That's halfway. Now you can put the oil cover on. Again, you guys should check out BMS Racing. They make awesome caps. I think they only make for JDM, or what do you want to call it, import. But they're nice quality. They make it for a radiator too on my SUV. And now, I pray to God my valve cover or valve lifter noise is just gone. It's that annoying like ticky 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 noise. We'll check it out. So unfortunately that didn't work. I read that you guys have to, basically if you want to get rid of your valve lifter noise or anything like that, you just have to do an oil flush and then put all new oil, change it out, and that will either quiet it down or get rid of the noise. And if yours is too bad, if your condition of your valves are so bad, I guess they'll just keep making that noise until you change it out. So luckily for me, it's only on this side towards my intake side, not on the passenger side over there. It's coming from here. So most likely I just have to change my valve springs or my valve lifters on this specific side. Another thing I'm gonna do is, before I get to even thinking about changing the valve lifters out, I'll go ahead and buy some lubricant and put it in my engine oil, and hopefully that lubes it up and quiets it down. If not, just gotta put the money in and do it. Alright, anyway, that's my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
We'll be right back.